That's a decent-looking ball. The header came through, and the first Pacific FC goal has been scored by the skipper. And Pacific FC have won their inaugural game in the Canadian Premier League. What a moment. Pacific 1 and Wanderers 0.
Still bitter.
Still bitter.
Bitter to the last. Bitter until Saturday, let's hope.
I feel all right, actually. I think I touched on it in the blog. I'm just happy that I care so much. And that I've got this secondary source of pain and suffering in my life. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. No, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because we have a podcast. We put a lot of time in our life into this football club already, but I was caught off guard by how much I cared about it.
We've obviously spent so long writing and talking about it. I thought I'd be quite disconnected from it on an emotional level once it started, but I'm not. And I love it. I love the fact that I'm not, to be honest. I said misery, but I'm absolutely in love with the fact that we all care so much.
Turnout in Niche was huge. We had the place filled like wall to wall. I didn't expect that. I was expecting, 15 people. There had to be, I don't even know how many people there. It was seriously one end to the other. That's a big bar. On our end, the supporters' end, we did a great job. But on the pitch, they shouldn't have lost that game.
Definitely a bit of a tough first half. A couple of us were a little bit nervous, but throughout the whole game, I think we definitely had better scoring chances than Pacific. And I think we really had good sequences when we had the ball driving forward. I think we had good opportunities, and I think it's definitely a game that we could have gotten a result from.
Apart from obviously not winning the game, it was a phenomenal experience. We have a lot of players who use the game as an opportunity to play their first ever professional football game. They really responded well. They adjusted to the situation, to the environment. They took the instructions on well. They had some really good performances in the back line. It was a good atmosphere, it was a good experience, and it only augurs well for the progression of the CPL.
It was something different for sure. I never played in front of a crowd like this, and to be honest, leading up to the game, I was a bit nervous, but once I got in the changing room, got into my routine and everything, it was all right. It's still the same, it's still game day, you're with your teammates, and once I've been on the field, once I've been warming up, it's all good, and I really enjoyed it.
For a lot of us, and especially for the team in Halifax, these games are more like pre-season. Because it's the only real competitive games we've been in. So when they went into that game, first thing that was noticeable was the speed of the game took some adjusting to. And we definitely needed to be tidier and more consistent on the ball, not make so many errors.
We've mostly been working on some structure stuff, bit of possession stuff, trying to find the midfielders, doing everything that we didn't really execute properly against Pacific. It's just been a good week. Now we have a lot of pressure to get the 3 points this weekend because the fans are sort of expecting it.
I think it's really, really big for us, especially now after not bringing any points back from Vancouver Island. We're under a lot of pressure. It's a home opener, obviously. The crowds are going to be big. The expectations are going to be high from the city. I think we just have to work on the things we maybe didn't do well last weekend. And we know that we've got the quality to win against those teams. And I think if we play our game, we can take 3 points this weekend.
It's going to be two different worlds completely. The atmosphere in Niche was great, but the kitchen is going to be like, I don't even have words for it. It's just going to be the biggest party Halifax has ever seen. And I'm hoping that the energy that we can bring there really makes a difference. Some people doubt that, is the 12th man effect real? I don't doubt it. I think it is real. And I think that we can give them that extra fighting spirit. When they're exhausted and they've got no more energy left, we can give them that extra couple minutes of energy to get that ball in the net and win the game.
Live football is no other bigger intensity atmosphere like there is in the world. The adrenaline you get, the energy you get, the excitement you get from the fans, and especially when you see someone who you know and who you love and you follow to score a goal, it's crazy. You can't really describe it because you really go nuts. I already have goosebumps now just talking about it.
You can expect songs and chants, you can expect drums, you can expect banners and smoke and pretty much all the things that you associate with a march to the match. We're expecting large numbers. I think it's going to be a large event.
The nature of our sport is you take care of business at home and you try to get points on the road. And the only way we're going to do that is to have this continued boisterous support from the fans. They are a big, big part of this.
This is our home. This is our home stadium. We shouldn't let anyone come there and take points off us. That has to be our pitch, our area. Don't let anything happen to us in there. And I think we have to get that feeling right away. We have to go in, settle in, make it our pitch, and take advantage of it.
And here they come to play the first professional match for the Halifax Wanderers. The referee gets us underway, and Forge attacking the goal to our right. Drop for Ida on the edge of the penalty area. He's twisting and turning, and he's got a free kick in a very dangerous position. Ida strikes it straight into the wall, and there's the towards Nankro, who looks to try and flick it over the top, and he's tackled by Langwa. That's enough for the referee to reach for a yellow card. Playing it in behind the fullback, and it's a great ball in. And there's the equaliser from Cadell Thomas. And he makes no mistake when the cross comes in.
At one point, Zoom put that ball into the box, and Luis was the closest to the ball, and I thought, okay, he's got a good chance there, and the finish was fantastic.
I think I've watched the clip of that about 100 times now. It sounds like a Champions League final crowd going nuts, but it's 1/15 of the size.
I would hate to ever see footage of us in that moment.
Ooh.
We went absolutely bonkers, didn't we?
We had waited so long for that, and it was just like, for a second, everything about like thinking about how we were playing and all the speculation and everything that we've been thinking about just went away, and it was this is what we do this for.
I remember for about 15 minutes afterwards, I felt like I was vibrating. Every part of me was just pulsing. It was bizarre and brilliant at the same time.
I almost fell off the stands, to be honest. I was jumping and screaming. I thought the stands were going to collapse because everyone was shaking. It was crazy. It wasn't not one person in that stadium who was sitting down at the time and who wasn't cheering at the time when I goal went in.
I don't know if my observation is wrong, but somebody told me it's true that for the last 5 minutes of the game, the entire stadium was standing and pushing the team on. I don't think I've ever witnessed that. It's rare that you witness that sort of desire from the crowd to push the team and to let them know that you're loved here.
It was really amazing, I enjoyed every single minute of it. I think all the boys really put everything into the game we could, and we fought, and we needed to get that win. We wanted to get that win for the city and for the fans. It was a great experience.
Yeah, of course, everybody is happy. We had a couple chances in Pacific that we didn't put away. And the difference is we put away these chances when they came. And I think a lot of the games are going to be tight. Of course, you're going to have games where people are a little bit leg weary and the score might be bigger, but most of the games are going to be tight, and you're going to have to take your chances when they come. I mean, it's cliche-ish, but that's what needs to be done.